Are we live, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Thank you. A very warm welcome, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We are very happy to be here amongst all of you this afternoon um, from the platform of Govardhan School of Yoga. We welcome each and everyone this afternoon for a very musical time because it's going to be the World Music Day tomorrow as well as the International Yoga Day. हम सब जानते हैं 21st June is this very special day. Did you also know it's the longest day of the year? That's when the sun shines the longest in the 24 hours. So we will spend the next 50 minutes sharing our journey on music and how this connection, the word yoga means to connect, and how this word yoga has brought music as a connected part of our lives in the life of Nandkumar, who has been a student of music since the last few years. As we go along, we'll share a few tips as you know how this journey can help all of you. We will begin with our prayers to the goddess of music, Devi Saraswati.
Ya kundendu tusharahara Ya shubhravastravruta Ya veena varadandamandritakara Ya Shweta Padmasana Ya Brahmachyuta Shankara Prabhutibhi Devai Sada Vandita Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nisheshajaya Paha Shuklam Brahma Vicharasara Parama Madhyam Jagat Vyapini Veena Pustakadharini Mabhayadam Jadyangakarapaham Haste Spatikamallikam Vidadati Padmasane Samsritam Vande Tam Parameshwari Bhagavati Buddhi Pradam Sharadam.
So, on this beautiful occasion, a little reflection on how music has been a part of the Vedic culture. From the time the kings had to be woken up in the early morning till they had to be put down to sleep, music has been a part of their lives. From weddings to condolence gatherings, music has always been there. Also, from informal clinging of vessels to ornate, complicated beats, music is everything in between all of that. It breathes life into life. So, with all these beautiful qualities in our personal lives, also, music has taught us a lot. I would say the first quality that comes to my mind is there is harmony in variety, right? There are so many different types of musical instruments, so many different sounds, from a tiny ghunguru, which is a bell, to the most, huge drum set and a djembe. all the instruments have their role to play. It can be a small instrument, it can be a medium instrument, different sounds, but when played in symphony and orchestra, it becomes very, very divine sound. All of us have some element of music and good sound in us provided by the Lord. And to bring that out, to make that connect with the music, it can be the Hindustani classical music, it can be Western music, whichever music one is attracted to. Playing musical instruments also has its own sadhana, its own practice. Today, I'm going to play the role of an interviewer with Nandkumar, and he's going to share with us a few things about his favorite instruments. We're going to start with the tabla. Are you ready?
Yes.
So can you please share with the audience that what are the uses? Where is this tabla played?
So the tabla is played in North India, and this can be used solo as well as an accompaniment to vocal and Kathak dance.
Wonderful. So people can dance with this music and they can sing along with the tabla. So I always thought that this set is called the tabla. Does it have like other names, or can you share some details with us?
Yes. So the right hand side, my right hand side, this small one, this is called the tabla,
Okay.
and this is called the baya.
So there are two names. There's tabla and then there's baya. Okay. And I see the colors are different.
Yeah. This is made of wood.
So the tabla is made of wood.
Yes, and the baya is made of metal.
That's why you can hear the sound is also so distinctly different. Can you name some parts of the tabla?
Yes.
As the audience can see it on the screen.
Yes. The syahi, this is the syahi.
Syahi. So basically the black circle on the tabla set is called the syahi, basically like ink.
This is called the gajara.
Gajara, okay.
This is called the gatha.
The gatha is used also for something else?
Yes. The gatha is used for tuning the tabla.
Okay, interesting. The small wooden blocks are used for tuning the tabla.
And this is called the chumbal.
Great. You know, like how in school we learned parts of the body. So it's very important to know the parts of the instrument, the music that you're making, so that you have a little more deep knowledge and connect with the instrument. Great. Thank you. We can go ahead and now, can you please share with us, Nandkumar, where did your journey begin?
Yes. I personally learned tabla from the institute named Sangeet Mahabharati, who is headed by Pandit Nayan Ghosh.
Okay.
I learned from Shri Anupam Mishra sir.
Wonderful. And if I can just share a small trivia with you, when I first took Nandkumar to this Sangeet Mahabharati Institute, he was 5 years old. And they sent him back. They said, no, his fingers are very small. We can't teach him tabla right now. He was very, very excited to learn. We came back when he was 6, and that's when his journey began. And he's 10 now, so about 4 years into learning the tabla. Can you share with us some bowls?
Yes. The bowls played on the tabla are ta, te, te, re, and tin.
Okay.
The bowls played on the baya are ge, and kat. And when you combine the bowls, they are dha,
With both
tin,
hands. Wow.
de, re, and tin.
Superb. So this is basically like alphabets. So you have A, B, C, D, E. Now he's going to put these alphabets together, make words, make sentences of the bowls in tabla. So not taking too much time, I'm going to ask Nandkumar to share a few compositions that he's learned on the tabla.
Yes. So I'll name few compositions first. So the name of few compositions are Jhaptal, and then it is Kaida, and then Tukda and Rela.
Wow, such names I've never heard. Rela, Jhaptal, Kaida, wonderful. Which ones are you going to play for us today?
I'm going to be playing the Japtal Kaida, the Tintal Rela, and one small Tintal Tukra.
Okay, please start. We're very excited to hear you. You want to say the bones or you'll say it along with it? Whatever's you're comfortable.
I'll say along.
Okay.
G, na, G, G, na, G, na, G, na, da, da, te, da, ge, tin, na, ke, na, ta, te, da, ge, din, na, ge, na, da, te,
Beautiful. That was wonderful. Thank you, Nandkumar. Can you share with us the next one?
Yes. Tintal Rela.
Okay. You saying the words?
Din, na, da, tin, ta, din, da, tere ke taka tere ke taka da tere ke na ka tin.
Thank you so much, Nandkumar. It was beautiful. And I know you're going to play one more piece for us.
Yes.
And I'm going to say the bowls and then we will enjoy the music. It's so amazing how a few single bowls, form words and then sentences of such amazing intricacy. Thank you so much. Want some water, Nandkumar? Okay. I hope the audience is having a great time. Please stay along with us. We do have a piano and a flute coming up, which is going to be really interesting. So let's look at the last finale of the tabla. The tukda.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to be saying the bowls first.
Okay.
Then I'm going to be playing it.
Super. It's good that the audience doesn't have to remember the bowls. Okay. So relax, sit back and enjoy the music.
Dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, tin, tin, ta, ta, dhin, dhin, dha, dhin tere ged tak ta, katta gege din, nagi dit, kata dhin taran da, dhin ta katte te, didar ged tak dha, didar ged tak dha, didar ged tak dha, katte te, didar ged tak dha, didar ged tak dha, didar ged tak dha. Katte te didar ged tak dha, didar ged tak dha, didar ged tak dha.
That was a tukda. It was beautiful. Well done. Super. Thank you so much, Nandkumar, for sharing the tukda, the rela, and the jhap tal kaida with all of us. There's a lot more one can play in the tabla to use it along with different vocals who are, being singing. You can use this even as a fun instrument at home that all of us sit together around and play and sing with any other instrument. Okay, the next part is really interesting. It is the piano. So, but I can't see any piano. Can you all see any piano here? It's going to be a magic show now. The piano is going to come. So we will just take a minute to set up the piano. Please do stay with us. We are going to just exchange spots and then come back right here. Go from behind me. Sorry for that little technical break. Am I audible? Can you all see and hear us clearly? Cool. So now, Nandkumar, before we begin actually playing, can you please share with your audience about where you have learned the piano?
I have learned the piano from Theme Music Institute and I learned from Miss Nikisha ma'am.
Oh, wonderful. That is so awesome. And how old were you when you began?
I began when I was 7 years.
7 years old. Wonderful. And can you please share with us and the audience that the piano that is in front of you, how many keys? My God, it looks like a never-ending zebra.
Yeah.
How many keys are there on this?
On the piano, there are exactly 88 keys.
88 keys is what is consisting the makeup of the piano. And Nandkumar, I have a very important question for you. How different is playing on the piano and playing a harmonium?
There are two main reasons.
Okay.
One, the piano is played with both the hands.
So just a minute. Let me share here with the parents that playing the piano is really beneficial for the child because there is a lot of brain development that goes in here. because it is played with two hands. The left and the right side of the brain is used, and it is really not a very easy instrument. Correct, Nandkumar? Did you have a little difficulty when you began learning the piano?
Yes.
A little bit, right? And then that's what music teaches us. Music teaches us to fight all odds. Music teaches us to practice a lot, as well as, you know, what's the best part that music teaches us is humility. Because unless you are humble and accept that, oh, I could not play this part very nicely, I made mistakes, mama, I can't do it, it's very difficult, and then we learn to forgive our own selves and we go ahead and practice, practice, practice. So that is one difference between the piano and the harmonium. That piano is played with two hands. Any other difference, Nandkumar?
Yes. In the harmonium, we use the bellow.
The bellow, right? So there's no pumping here in the piano. Okay, that's a nice. Or another thing is, I know that in the Hindu classical singing, there is sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. What is used in this Western musical instrument?
Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do.
So those are equal to the Saregama Padhanisa of what we have always seen and learned. Wonderful. And what are some of the, how does the scale work? What are the notes of the piano? If you can just share. I know you're taking training, so it's a little technical knowledge, but a little bit that we know about our musical instruments will be really beneficial.
Yes. So the notes are A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, and G sharp.
Wow, so many notes. These are about 12 notes that I counted. And these 12 notes together are called an octave. Yeah. In a piano of 88 keys, there are 7 octaves, right? Because depending on what scale you're singing at. That's wonderful knowledge. I'm sure all of you are very eager to know. Generally, when we think of the piano, we think of very complicated signs and symbols, you know, that are there. Can we please share with the audience what these signs and symbols look like? See these black dots and the sign of the music. It's a very typical sign. Can you share a little bit on this, and then we'll hear you perform?
Yes. There are whole notes and dotted half notes and quarter notes, and then there are quavers and many more.
Oh my God, this is like the bowls that you did on the tabla, was da din din da, and here on the piano, the bowls and the alphabets are completely different, you know, and I'm so excited for the audience now to hear the piece that you're going to play is a very beautiful piece. Actually, just for the audience to also know, the piano is divided in eras. Matlab, you know, there are times in which the classical was played, and then there was the romantic era, as well as now the modern era. We will now hear 2 pieces, and then the most beautiful part about anything that we learn is that we can connect it. We can make yoga of music into bhakti yoga. We will see how Nandkumar's journey of learning the Western piano instrument has enabled him to convert that learning and using it in the kirtans that he sings. So are you ready, Nandkumar?
Yes.
Okay, please tell us a little bit of what you're going to play.
So I'm going to be starting with the piece Cossack Air.
Cossack Air, okay. Thank you so much. That was a really beautiful piece. And which is the next one?
The next one is Dances of Toronto.
Dancers of Toronto. These pieces are really amazing and very classic. They combine a lot of different notes, a lot of thinking, a lot of coordination has to go into using both the hands. And then the symphony, and then this beautiful piece is made. So presenting Dancers of Toronto. Beautiful. Great. Thank you so much. One point that I really want to share with the audience here, especially from the parents' point of view, a lot of parents ask me this question, and that's why I thought I will share this with all of you, that enrolling your child for music lessons, whichever instrument that they really like to do, उन्हें जो पसंद है, जो भी उनको अच्छा लगता है, if they are learning an instrument, उससे बहुत फायदे हैं. एक तो your child is spending his energy and time in a very, very positive way. A lot of time that is wasted on gadgets and screens and computers and games, a lot of that time can be channelized and used very constructively when they learn instruments. Music will be a lifelong skill that will stay with them. They'll be able to use it in their free time, as well as when at social gatherings with family. Like, we sit together every day and we practice one instrument. It's a great time for bonding with the child, the parent and the child bonding. Any instrument, it can be whatever instrument your child really likes to learn. Even if as a parent, I don't know how to play these instruments, but when we join the child's journey on learning, we also get to learn so much. So what I will now request, Nandkumar, if you can close that book. Yeah. And now we want to see how these pieces were taught in class and we have to play it exactly and learn how to play it. Now, can you please play the Mahamantra on the piano? And if you want to sing, or then I can sing. I will sing. I know I can't hear all of you, but please join in if you'd like to sing with us. Better effects, close your eyes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Everybody, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you, Nandkumar. I can read a lot of comments coming in for you. We thank our audience who've been so patient in hearing. We have the finale, the best part for the end. As Nandkumar likes to say, that I want to keep the best for the end, Mama. All right. So we have the next instrument, the beautiful
flute.
You want to drink some water before we start? Okay, for me to share a little bit about the flute. The journey of the flute has been for Nandkumar extremely, really very, very challenging. He started off when he was about 6.5, 7. And when he began, it was a disaster. It was a failure. I remember this one time when Nandkumar was really small, and the first note that the sir gave him to play, उसके मुंह से वो आवाज ही नहीं निकल रहा था. He practiced it. Do you remember that day? No. he was practicing that one note 100 times. मतलब 100 बार फू 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 करने के बाद भी वो आवाज ही नहीं आ रहा था. And he was so, I mean, this instrument has taught us so much. We have been so many times हमने सोचा है कि बस अभी छोड़ देते हैं, ये फ्लूट नहीं करते, बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, नहीं हो रहा है हमसे, प्रैक्टिस करना बहुत मुश्किल है, आवाज ही नहीं निकल रही है, सुर लाना बहुत मुश्किल है. We're really finding it really difficult. But perseverance, patience. I want some patience and give it to me right now. I want to learn this tune right now, but वो नहीं आ रहा है. So many times we have to come back to forgiving ourselves, to being humble. Okay, I don't know this. Let me try again. This quality of patience that this flute has taught all of us is it's very, very amazing. Another thing that the flute playing has shed light on is that how it's very giving, right? The flute is extremely giving. It's a simple bamboo and holes are drilled into it, right? The holes are drilled into one own self so that beautiful music can come out for the pleasure of others, right? This is also the most favorite instrument of Lord Shri Krishna and very simple to carry compared to the piano. So this has been a very, very interesting journey. We are very grateful, for Nandkumar not to quit and to keep going at it for however difficult it has been for him. So with that, Nandkumar, can you please share a little bit about where you are learning the flute from and about your journey? I'll hold this for you.
I am learning the flute from the student of Shri Shri Hariprasad Chaurasya ji, whose name is Shri Shri Bharatraj ji.
He's been a very, very amazing teacher, very patient with Nandkumar, teaching him with a lot of fun. So this aspect of music that स्क्रीन से देख के लर्न कर लिया, किधर से सुन के लर्न कर लिया, is very different from the Gurukul system. The Gurukul system is you sit at the feet of your guru and accept that knowledge from him. Serve him in a nice way in which he will be very happy to share and pass on that knowledge to you. So the Institute of Vrindavan Gurukul, which was founded by Pandit Ji Hariprasad Chaurasya ji. In that institute is where Nandkumar has been learning it from a very senior disciple of Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasya ji, Bharatraj sir, and we are very grateful for his patience and his faith. मैंने कितने बार बोला सर नहीं हो रहा है, सर छोड़ देते हैं. Says नहीं आपसे होगा, नंदकुमार से होगा, बहुत अच्छे से होगा. So thank you, sir, for all of that, and we shall now hear. Turn off all your mobile phones and dive into this beautiful melody of the flute. And you can please share with your audience what you're going to play, Nandkumar.
I'm going to be playing Yaman Rag Alap.
Okay. So alap is basically, like different ingredients given, and then the artist has to make a dish out of it. So सब सुरों को मिला के जो यमन राग है, उसमें अब नंदकुमार is going to create his own alap. ना पहले कभी बजाया है, ना फिर वो repeat नहीं होता. It is very spontaneous. It enhances creativity of the person. It's like colors, अलग 4-5 color ले लो, फिर आप अपना painting बनाओ. So that's how we're going to hear an alap in Rag Yaman.
Now I'm going to be playing one composition which I just learned 2 days ago, and my sir made me play it 100 times.
आपके लिए कितनी मेहनत की है देखिए, ध्यान से सुनिए, प्लीज पुट इट नियर द माइक, ओके नंदकुमार? Well done, Nandkumar. That was really beautiful. Thank you so much. That was Rag Yaman. Beautiful. We'll do one more Rag. And this is one of the favorite Rags of Panditji himself. Are we ready?
Yes.
Was the audience able to hear this one? Was it better now? Okay. Thank you. Nandkumar was not feeling well last night. He felt sick. So we were wondering whether we should do this or not. But thank you all. You've been a great audience. And Nandkumar has been able to do this. Come on, Nandkumar. Let's do the last few more minutes of the finale of the piano. Oh, sorry, not the piano, the flute. Okay. We're doing Rag Hamsadhwani, Alap and composition. Are you okay? Are you able to do it? Okay. Because I can't play the flute, okay? So the audience either has to. Okay, let's begin. The artist has to deal with so many different things. We're learning. was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nandkumar. I really hope the audience had a great time as well. We are very grateful and thankful to each one of you for joining us today, as well as the Govardhan School of Yoga for giving us this platform. A very, very big thank you, and have a great day tomorrow for International Yoga Day and World Music Day. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.